Cue the music, let's go. I'm your boy Ro, OG member of the Orange Bowl Boys, and welcome to another edition of Student of the Game while your Miami Hurricanes played the role of Indiana Jones, because that temple was doomed. Freedom. Offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson allows freedom at the line of scrimmage, and it's paying dividends early on in the season. Miami's coming out in 12 set personnel. 1 tight end, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Now, little pre-snap kind of attachment here. I believe Tyler would have the option to go ahead and throw this out if he has the numbers, but he decides to go ahead and reload this motion into the formation, and when he does, something emerges up here. And here's the freedom, because this is an audible at the line of scrimmage. See this hand motion? Oh, yeah, you see it? Hey, I'm going to do it again for you. Yep, you see it? He looks out. You saw it too, right? Yeah, everybody sees it. They're redirecting to a smash concept. Xavier Restrepo is going to be doing a corner route. Kobe's going to sit on that stop. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Here you go. Snap, throw. Too much juice there in University of Miami. Watch Xavier Restrepo. Once he has the DB's hips turn that way. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wait for it. Bang. We're off and running, Canes fans. This is going to be a good one. Miami facing a 3rd and 8 on its opening drive, and there's so much to like here on this play. Route concept and design, the quarterback to receiver dynamics and relationship, and the overall blitz pickup by the offensive line. University of Miami in 10 set personnel, 1 running back, 0 tight ends. Now, earlier in this drive, they were favoring 2 tight ends, 1 running back. But now, a little bit more speed on the field. Temple is rotating into man 1. They're running man coverage with a single high safety across the board. Now, I like the play concept and design because Shannon Dawson's going to utilize check motion, and it's going to help Tyler Van Dyke out a lot. And what do I mean by check motion? Right here. When Xavier Restrepo comes across the formation, number 27's running with him. Well, high index of suspicion. This is man coverage. And he helps XR7 right here by, in this stack formation, you'll see right here, there's press corners. But when you're back here in the stack, well, you can't be pressed. And the concept, I like it. You're going to hit a stop on the outside. Somebody's running a shallow cross. And now you have Xavier Restrepo running choice. He has many options. He can hit a stop. He can hit a go. He can hit an out. He's going to read the leverage. He flips the hips. Oop, game over. Now he's going to sit, find a soft spot right there, and that's going to be a first down. So let's back this up again. Miami's offensive line doing a really, really good job here. There you go. This was a defensive tackle. They're trying to overload this B gap. Running back staying in to protect, in to block. They have the numbers. Now, still going to get a little pressure in Tyler's face. Back foot balling, y'all. You got to be able to do this as a quarterback. It's not always going to be pretty inside the pocket. And you're going to see right here, just on his back foot, kind of gets pushed a little bit. But that's the timing and the rhythm. And that's what you've seen through this first 33% of the season. Just a really good dynamic there between 2 guys. First down, extends the chains. We're off and running. The University of Miami ran buck wild over Temple. And at first glance, this play right here, it's successful. Henry Parrish, who had a career day, got north and south on it. But there's a little bit more than meets the eye on it. First off, University of Miami in 11 set personnel. You have 1 running back. Tight end is flexed out wide. 3-by-1 look. And the actual play call? Well, it's a midline zone read. And what do we mean by that? Pay attention to this defensive tackle because this is intentional. They're just going to let him go. Hike. Nobody blocks him. But do you see quarterback Tyler Van Dyke's eyes? He's looking at the defensive tackle, and he has a choice. If he feels the defensive tackle is going ahead and bearing down on the running back, he's going to go ahead and keep it. But in this case, good decision. Henry Parrish immediately gets north and south. Ooh, great play. Midline zone read. Now, pay attention to the combo block because this is pretty. Ready? Defensive tackle, pass off, boom. Matt Lee to the mic, boom. Textbook, great job there. Offensive line, midline zone read. Great read by quarterback Tyler Van Dyke. Go Canes. And this is going to be the Paul Baines blow the roof off clip of the week. And it's going to involve Kobe Young high-pointing the ball in perfection. A poster-esque touchdown. But let's see how we get there first. Notice center Matt Lee. He's pointing out the defensive look, and he's calling slide protection to their respective right. And what does that mean? Watch, at the snap of the ball, there you go. Offensive line's kicking out to their right. Running back goes to their left. Now, somebody is coming free. Temple does his job, in essence. Take the immediate threat. Good. Way to be coached. That gives Tyler the time that he needs. Now, before we show the poster, let's back up, because on the Orange Bowl Boys podcast, please check that out on all your available podcast platforms. I've been saying if you're playing the University of Miami, you have to account for this guy right here. Especially, this is 3rd and 4. So watch what Temple does. 2 safeties over the top. At the snap of the ball, there you go. Post-snap window change. Quarterback has to contend with it. Tyler sees it. And the cornerback in the flat, he sits. So, squat corner, they're bracketing Xavier Restrepo. 1 remaining safety. This absolutely was the right read. Pull the trigger. High point. Bang. Great read by Tyler Van Dyke. Quick clip, but the University of Miami rush defense absolutely bamboozled the Temple Owls. And how did they do it routinely? They did it with disruption and discipline. The disruption? Well, this is Leonard Taylor. They're trying to run a zone, an inside zone run. But when you have an athletic, aggressive defensive tackle who can go ahead and split it just like that, he's in the backfield before you know it. And this is going to force the cutback. Now the discipline, Ruben Bain. His eyes were at the mesh point. He knows that the quarterback doesn't have the ball, so now he's just taking that cutback avenue away. There he is. And strength. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, buddy. University of Miami would bottle up the Temple rush game over and over and over again. Disruption, meet discipline. Another quick hitter clip on the defensive side of the ball. University of Miami on a 3rd and 12, get off the field employing zone coverage. 7 are going to drop back into zone. And I really like what Wesley Bissaint is asked to do and what he does. At the snap of the ball, look where his eyes are. Not looking at the quarterback. He's looking at 2 wide receivers, and he's reading a combo. And I think some film review and study this week paid off, because watch what happens once we press play. Immediate diagnosis of the play, wipes it out. Let's watch it again. Some guys have their eyes on the quarterback. Some guys are reading the field. Tackle for loss. Get off the field, Temple. Leonard Taylor is going to be the recipient of a sack, and I just have one question. How? What a remarkable play. But University of Miami, when you can get home with just a 4-man rush, and here's the deal. Center over, they're going to take 2, so it's going to be a 3-on-2. So you're leaving 1-on-1 down here, and that's where the University of Miami wins. Leonard Taylor, just vicious swim move. Ruben Bain, he's back there too. Great play by Leonard Taylor. Once again, 3-by-2 at the top of the screen. Okay, they win that round. Temple coming in on the game only gave up 1 sack. They would give 3 up to the University of Miami, and that one was impressive. So this was a situation where the University of Miami just doesn't get this call right. So when they have motion, cornerback, another DB, they're going to communicate. What essentially has to happen, though, and typically what you see, somebody goes deep, somebody stays short, somebody will either jump on the 1 or the 2. But in this case right here, this is the number 1 DB, because that's how we identify him. This is the number 2 DB. This is the number 1 wide receiver. This is the number 2 wide receiver. But watch this. Now it redirects. He is now 1. He is now number 2. Well, when you go ahead and jump on the number 2, he's riding his rail. Somebody's got to be responsible for the flat. That's not what happens here. A little late getting there. See? Little miscommunication. He's like, you have the 1. I have the 2. We'll get that cleaned up. So remember when that clip happened and they used that motion and who was the number 1 and who was the number 2? And I said, yeah, we'll get that fixed. How about you get that fixed not soon thereafter? Because they're trying to run the same play, different formation. Here comes, but look at him communicate now. You see the hand signals? See the hand signals? Now, what was victimized before to Corey Couch, there's that out. The 2 stays with the 2. Pick. Yes, that was an interception, but that's off the backs of some correction. I like it. This play has been super effective for the University of Miami in this game and in the season. It is going to run from your right to left. It is a pin and pull variety, and man, is it pretty. Why do we call it pin and pull? Because right here, watch the pinners, right? They're pinning their defenders and basically setting their hips to basically wall them off. Look at this. You start to see it emerge. Look how they're keeping. Look at that. This is going to make the offensive line coach happy. The Great Wall of Mirrorball doing its thing. Pinning these defenders. This is a great shot. Look at the technique. They're walling it off. And then you had the 2 pullers. They're in tandem. They're in step. That's a lot of beef coming at you right there. That's left guard Cohen. Matt Lee, he was injured at this point. We hear that he's fine. Heal up, young man. This is Mr. Rodriguez coming around the corner. And yes, Henry Parrish with the foot juice to get upfield. Now, I just want to go back just a little bit more. Freshman, tight end, Riley Williams. This is going to get you noticed. Attaboy. Tight end U right now hasn't really been featured that much in the passing game. But it's blocking well. Flow bait gets all the little fishies. Yes, it does. 12 set personnel by your University of Miami Hurricanes. Again, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. This is Ray coming across the formation. Yeah, speed's going to kill. And I like the design because it's designed to have speed burn you. But the flow bait keeps some people at bay. First things first, watch the tight ends. Here you go. Going to leave this defensive end right here on purpose. Okay. So now that's where the speed of Ray, you're just not going to catch him. He's too fast. Defensive end. Riley Williams, again, block. Now you got McCormick, the grown man's. Block. Good tight end blocking right there. Yeah, sure. Ray, you take a shot. You get like basically hip checked. But, okay, you left him in cement shoes, dusted by Ray. But also watch the Mike linebacker here because flow bait, here you go. Just sell the, just selling that. Oh, wow, you got stuck. Nice simple pop pass play design. But I like the flow bait attached because it worked. Hey, way to dial it up, OC. It's rare when you get 1 guy wide open, but when you get 2, my hat's off to you. And Tyler Van Dyke is going to take a hit on this play. Actually, University of Miami, one of those rare times where they allow pressure and a hit on quarterback Tyler Van Dyke. Walk-up blitz late. University of Miami has a line call. They don't necessarily get this block just right. Now, typically what you're going to see, too, is you take the immediate threat to the quarterback. Mark Fletcher, freshman, he's got a 2-for-1 on him. Miami gets sucked in. Here's 2. You typically see the inside guy get wiped out. That's not what happens here. Sometimes, I guess, better lucky than good. Tyler's already thrown the ball. There's the shot right there. And we'll go ahead and look at these routes, and I'll show you the 2 open wide receivers. So the recipient is going to be Xavier Restrepo on the out and up. I think Temple knew it again because they have 2 people on him. There's the out. You can see the eyes right now. You have 2 people looking at Xavier Restrepo. The combo, real dirty. I love this post, out and up combo because as a quarterback, you can leverage this side. You're kind of reading that one guy over the top. Tyler right now is sensing that safety over the top's got his hips open. He's riding with the post, so he's out of the play. This is good anticipation. right here. And this is where I said, yeah, because when you went 2 for 1 here, Riley Williams wide open too. But, hey, seniority wins. You'll get your chance, freshman. Oh, bang. And this is going to be the last clip of the evening. The score is 41-7, and that would be the final score when the final bell went off. University of Miami is going to use a creative coverage. I'll explain it shortly, but let's look at Temple because they're going to run a mesh concept. They're going to have 2 crossers, one from this side, one from this side, and they're going to attach a rail to it. Very common attachment to the mesh concept when you have a running back. Run a wheel concept, ride up the rail. That's why they call it mesh rail. University of Miami, they're going to be playing zone with a catch because they're playing match coverage too. So some of their defenders are playing man and some of their defenders are playing zone. So right here, number 2 on number 2. He goes where he goes, so pay attention right there. Attaches, follows it all the way across the field. Now, remember this. DB's got his eyes turned, so 1 in man, 1 in zone. So you're essentially playing a cover 2 match. I like that. Even if you would have gotten that pass, pretty sure he would have been blown up. University of Miami is off to a 4-0 start. Be joyous. Be joyful, Canes fans. For a final time, I'm your boy Roe, OG member of the Orange Bowl boys. Bang.